Clay from Popo's Backyard Farm, and we're going to do a little talk, like a fireside chat today, on the bucket system and Dutch bucket systems. Right now I just want to show you the soil in this is not super damp, but it is nicely compacted. The tomatoes aren't drowned in the water, but look into the trough underneath this. See how the roots are coming out of the tomato roots are coming out of the net cup and into the water trough. So they're allowed to drink whatever they want. And if they don't want water, they just won't dry out up. They're all doing. I'm not sure about the peppers. I'm not sure if they have got the roots down to the water yet, but the water does leach up. Not quite.
A few little hairs.
Yeah, just enough to draw some water up. But that's fine. That's what they need. They need to get their own water. All we have to do is maintain the water in the troughs. I've been watching some videos on YouTube about the Dutch bucket system. And the Dutch bucket system has water lines running from bucket to bucket to bucket. And they have a pump that pumps the water through the pipes and into the buckets.
Now the water,
the tank, this is all gravity fed.
and it's not hooked up though.
No, all I have to do is just make sure the troughs are maintained with some water in them. It's been rain. This is upstate New York. We're in central New York. We're just a few miles away from Lake Ontario, and we in upstate New York have been getting rain after rain after rain, and some of the guys at work are complaining that their gardens are ruined, they're underwater, they've been just, the rain has just demolished their garden, they hardly have anything left. I, on the other hand, going with the bucket system, when it rains heavy, the rain fills up these buckets, still allowing the tomatoes and that to get the water, and the water runs out of the bucket, out of the bottom of the net cup, into the trough, and then the trough overflows. So you don't get flooding. I've been watching YouTube videos, like I was trying to explain earlier, about the Dutch bucket system, which has a pump with a water source, and it pumps the water to the buckets. Well, the only thing I see that they were complaining mainly about the pumps not working enough, weren't pumping enough water. Their hoses were getting plugged. You have to use, if you're using the aquaponics where you've got the fish in the tank, all that has to run with electric. None of this, if the power goes out, my garden's still safe. I don't have to worry about power outages and pumps and hoses clogging. There's no hoses to clog. So I just wanted to explain that, and the guys at work, I tried explaining the bucket system, but none of them wanted to try it. Even if you used just one little 4-foot piece of gutter and 2 or 3 buckets on it, just for a season to try it, I'm sure they would be convinced. You know, we've had really good luck with this bucket system in the past couple of seasons, and I feel bad that their gardens, they've lost so much of their vegetables in their garden, but it's happening to everybody. It's not just New York. I mean, all the eastern coast has been getting nothing but rain.
The beauty of it is the no watering, really, the no weeding.
Well,
there is watering, but not that much.
There is watering involved. If you don't have a tank hooked up for automatic watering, it's a 10-foot trough. You're only putting 4 gallons of water in each trough. So if you're in the Midwest or the South where they sometimes when you get droughts, they ration your water. This way, you're not using a lot of water for your garden, and you still get your garden. They get all the sun they want, they get all the water they want. And when I get home from work, when I'm doing chores, I have to walk by here. And all I have to do is glance in and see there's water in the trough. And I know my garden is fine. I don't have to stand here for 20 minutes with a garden hose and wet my leaves down, take the chance of getting mold and things on the leaves, or leaf mold and all kinds of things.
And there's really no bugs on them either.
No, they're actually very clean.
No disease. Because there's not a lot of the moisture going on them, I think. Is that why, maybe?
Well, the only moisture they're getting is the rain. As far as the leaves and plants themselves, the roots are taking in the water that the plant needs.
So it's June 18th, and actually Clay and I have met 5 years ago.
5 years ago today.
We met, yep.
And
We've been married for 4.
very happily married.
Yes, very happily married.
Very noisy trucks. But
And see how busy it is, and we have backyard farm, but still we can have the farming.
And everybody out there that was asking about how do you keep the mosquitoes out of your troughs, I haven't had any problems with mosquitoes in my troughs because I just haven't. But if you have a problem with mosquitoes in the trough, treat us. Hit me in the back of the head.
It's attacking, yeah.
Go to your hardware store, your Lowe's, your Home Depots, and get some window screen. They have a plastic window screen, and you could just run it right over top of your gutters and just cut the hole for the net cup to go down through the screen. And the screen will keep the mosquitoes from laying eggs in the troughs. But myself, I haven't had problems with that.
Yeah, we never had a mosquito problem in it. And we have a pond in the yard too that we watch to make sure we don't have mosquitoes in.
Well, I put goldfish in there normally to eat the mosquito larvae. But I just wanted to kind of update you on what's going on with the weather. And we're supposed to get, if you can see, Ruthie shines over the north, over the lake.
Yeah, the lake's that away.
That's where the water, or the rain's coming from. The clouds are moving in. And we're supposed to get some heavy thunder showers tonight.
So Lake Ontario's that away.
Yeah, Lake Ontario is our main water source.
And we get slammed in the winter. You'll if you keep watching us, you'll see
well, you
the
saw
snow.
some of our videos of last year. The snowbanks are over my head.
Yeah, we'll and we'll show farming in this winter too, and you can look back on some of our previous videos and see that.
But I wanted to give you the update on what some of the problems some of the people are having with their Dutch bucket systems. And this system can be modified to go inside a greenhouse, and like I've told you before, if you don't like it in this setup, you don't like it in this place, you can move it. You can move it to a shadier spot, you can move it to a sunnier spot. You can have one out back like we do and have one out front. And experiment with the plants you've got. Now the tomatoes love that sun. And the peppers are showing that they love that sun too.
But the bok choy,
But the bok choy, on the other hand, would rather have a shadier area, cooler shady area.
see the tomato plants here compared to over there, and the bok choy is happy here.
On this side of the growing system, it gets more shade because of this shade tree.
We can move these tomatoes in the
And
front
these tomatoes can be moved out front.
and exchange with those bok choy that we had in the front, maybe.
No. The reason for that is these are Rutgers
Oh,
and Roma tomatoes, and I don't want to cross-pollinate these with my cherry tomatoes out front.
okay, because then you'll have.
But I can take this trough and put just the bok choy in here and make another trough real quick and put it out in the middle of the lawn and put these tomatoes there. Or move the peppers over here.
I see a lawn filled with buckets.
Yeah. Someday, but
well, we can only eat so much.
I'm only going to grow what we're going to need for the two of us.
Right. We don't sell our food or anything. If we have extra, enough for us and a little extra to share.
Well, whatever extra we have, we usually dehydrate for winter soups.
Yeah.
And things like that. And we'll show a lot of making soups with our
and prep, dehydrating, canning, and all that.
Dehydrated celery and our dehydrated onions and carrots and all the stuff that we dehydrate. We'll have some jalapeno peppers with no heat that we can put into soups. And I plan on making jalapeno or cream cheese jalapeno.
Ooh, you didn't tell me that. That's good.
Because the jalapeno poppers, I love the taste of the cream cheese jalapeno poppers and the cheddar. But with my reflux and heartburn, they don't love me that.
I'm bugging him to do more cooking videos because he went to school to be a chef and won a scholarship and all this other stuff. So I wanted.
But I never took it.
Well, he didn't take it because he just didn't. But he went to school, but he didn't take didn't move to New York City to become a chef.
It was the Catskills.
Oh, okay.
College in the Catskills.
But still, he knows a lot about cooking, so I wanted him to do more. So we need to come in.
Yeah,
before we get wet, and honestly,
let's
guys.
go that way, and we'll sample our strawberries.
Oh,
again.
I smell like a skunk.
Why do you smell like a skunk?
Because I've been cleaning all day, moving things around, and I want to shower. Sorry, guys, I don't normally do that.
I need to stick a stick down in that dirt and put that berry bush in there before it gets. I got a stick.
I don't really smell like a skunk. I just didn't shower this morning. Confession. I like to shower in the morning, but it's getting so warm. I like to shower. I think I'm going to take 2 showers a day, one in the morning and one at night.
You can try to stick in the dirt and put that berry bush in.
Okay. Now Clay left for work and I slept till 11 o'clock. Got up, cooked dinner, and Clay came home. I said, well, I am going to shower when he gets home, but here's all the strawberries. Yes, if you live on a backyard farm, you will find that you will want to be best friends with that shower. Shower in the morning and shower at night. Right?
No videoing, huh?
Yeah, remember I said to you, I think I'm going to start showering at night and in the morning just to get cool before I go to sleep. But I didn't shower this morning because I smell like a skunk.
Were you doing something?
I slept till 11 o'clock.
Oh.
I got 2 hot water bottles and I threw them in the bed with me because my feet were so cold. And I fell asleep and I was out like a light. I normally only sleep till 7 o'clock, so that was really something.
She has a terrible sleep schedule.
I do. But I was up at 2 in the morning. I had about 6 strawberries today too, I confess. Nope, because I had 6. Eat all those ripe strawberries, Clay.
Then I need to catch up. There's the 3rd one. That'll be good.
They're delicious. And we think that this little chicken's scaring the birds away because nobody's been trying to eat them. Get me one of those strawberries, please. Because I have eggs in my hands.
I just tried to give you one. You didn't want it.
No, I figured you wouldn't share. He would.
Why wouldn't I share? There's plenty of them.
I know it. There's so many here.
I was very surprised after all these were was there's 3 big
There's only 3.
And I took the babies and just stuck them in the dirt last fall. And I've got to cut some of them babies off this year, and we want to put them into another garden.
I highly recommend putting a treat bush on your porch or close by. So you can just come out and then you reward yourself. Right?
We better get away from this.
Yes. Well, it's
Even
not
though the
fattening.
strawberries aren't bad for you, but
They're not fattening.
they're addicting.
Okay, guys. I guess. Oh, look! I just love those little daisies.
Yeah, shut the garage down so it's
These shoes are super hot, by the way.
It's
Okay, I'm gonna go inside.
supposed to rain all weekend, so maybe I'll get a chance to.
One of my doctors a long time ago, he's not my doctor anymore, told me that his dog got into a skunk outside, and he laughed. My doctor was laughing so hard he couldn't stop laughing. He said he opened the door to let the dog in. The dog got sprayed by a skunk, and the dog jumped right in bed with his wife. And my doctor, what was more fun than the story was my doctor couldn't stop laughing. Anyway, God bless. Subscribe, like. This is Ruthie and Clay from Popo Backyard Farm.
God bless.